Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex. I am a real estate investor, and I want to make these videos to share with you the things I'm learning, the challenges I'm having, and problems I'm overcoming, with the intention that you use this information to accelerate your own journey. So, today I want to talk about a system that I have successfully used to basically do deals in the background while having a full time job. So if you guys don't know, I work full time on Alejandro Alvarez's acquisition team. So our hours and our schedule is pretty intense. So I really don't have time to be marketing and doing my own deals and stuff like that. So this has been pretty much perfect for me and been a great system. So without further ado, let's kind of break down what we're going to talk about here. All right. So in this video, I just kind of want to cover what we got here, who this is for, why this strategy might be for you or why it might not be for you, how to set this up, and the specific actions to take, right? So who is this for? This is essentially for the person that is extremely busy. Maybe you have a full-time job, you've got a family, you've got other responsibilities, and your personal time where you're able to build and do things like that. That's kind of, maybe it's at odd hours of the day, or it's sparse here, it's here and there, right? So this is kind of the system that might fit your schedule. So here is, let's talk about what the actual system is first. So the way I use it, I actually reach out to real estate agents. I will call them up and basically introduce myself. I build a relationship, and then I add them to a text drip campaign. So call them up, like I said, build that relationship, and now we're buddy buddies. We want to do business together. We want to make money together, and then I set them up on a text drip campaign that just kind of reminds them I exist every 3 weeks or so, and just reminds them, hey, I'm still looking for stuff. They don't forget about me. Like I said, that relationship is maintained, and they continue to send me deals for both the rest of our careers. So kind of awesome. The advantages here is, like I said, it's a total time saver. So while I'm at work, my REI Reply is blasting out text messages to all these agents in my database. Um, Another cool thing is you can be really flexible on your hours here. So like when I had a normal job and my really only time was Saturday, Sunday, to do my own thing, right? So I would call up these agents all day long, Saturday and Sunday, build that relationship, add them to the drip campaign, and then Monday through Friday, my text campaign is going out while I'm at work, so I don't have to do anything. I'm totally hands off. I'm doing my thing on my job, and this is operating in the background. And also, you're going to get texted a lot of deals and stuff like that, and then you can kind of just underwrite those whenever you have time, right? Whether that's early mornings, late nights. If you have a family, you have other responsibilities, that can be very flexible as to when you work that into your schedule as well. Like I said, it's hands off. It's super scalable, so you can just continue to to call agents and just text more and more and more. So there's a really a high ceiling on the amount of data that you can do here. Another beautiful thing is it's very low cost, so that is pretty awesome. Like the only really major cost is the text software, so REI Reply, but beyond that, it's basically like you can get a free list of agents. Everything else is free, so very low cost. So that's huge for a lot of people. And then also low sales skills. So that's kind of nice too, because sales skills, while they're amazing to have, they're difficult to obtain and they take a long time, right? The cool thing about just talking to agents about cash deals, it's not that much not that much sales skills, honestly. So or the bar is a little bit lower, honestly. So that is an advantage. It makes it more accessible to more people. And it could be another reason you might want to pick this one. So like I talked about, the process, we're cold calling these agents, we're building that relationship, we're adding them to a drip campaign. So here we go. Let's get into a little more detail. So we're calling these agents. Where do we find the agents? Easiest way to do it, just realtor.com. You go up here, you click find realtors, type in any old zip code. And you got a bunch of them. You can sort it by however you want. Yeah, there's, goodness, 33,000 realtors. Okay. Oh, 132. Regardless, you can search other zip codes, do whatever areas you're doing deals in there. But just click on here, click on their name. Oh, there's a phone number right there, actually. I didn't even need to click. But sometimes it'll have multiple. Yeah, exactly. So you want the mobile. Call her up, talk to her, see what she's got going on. And that is one way of doing the getting the agents, so that's obviously free. It's super easy, super simple. If you wanted to kind of turn this up a notch, there is the second option here. So you can get the national realtor list, and that's one. It's gonna just you're gonna have the data. It's gonna be much faster. You're not gonna have to go through individually and pull this data from this website. So if you get the national realtor list, you're going to have a massive spreadsheet, agent name, phone number, that sort of thing. You can actually then take that data and then text blast those agents. So like I was saying, a faster strategy might be get the national realtor list. You have their name, then you have their phone number. Upload that into your REI Reply and blast them out a text message like this. So it just says, "Hey, contact first name. My name is Alex Perkins. I was wondering if you could help me with my next property." And if they don't answer that, the next thing, I know you guys get blown up by marketing, but I am a buyer. You know, you want to be personable. You want to not sound like a robot because you're not. And these people are getting, auto texted and robo texted and blown up by marketing and stuff like that. So you want to seem human and like you're actually not a scammer or something like that. So, be personal. And then the third one, so this one is going to get a ton of responses. It's just a pull away. "Hey, Billy, I'd love to work together, but I'm not sure if you're still active. Should I look elsewhere?" And that'll get a lot of text messages too. So the cool thing here, you send out that text blast to those agents, send it on a drip, whatever you can handle, 3 text messages a minute, 5 text messages a minute, however you want to do that. And then as soon as they text back, then you pick up the phone immediately. You don't want to mess around, try to have a text conversation, try to build this relationship over text because it's not going to happen. So you definitely want to pick up the phone as soon as possible and talk to these agents. So yeah, like I said, so get them. So you got the list either from Realtor.com or the National Realtor List. You can partner with a sub-2 student to get the National Realtor List. I have it. We can totally partner and do some deals together. Get them on the phone. So you could either just literally cold call them, like for example, just call this number, cold caller, and say what's up, or you can do what I do and do that initial text blast and call them as soon as they respond. Then what do you say once you get these people on the phone, right? So the best thing that I have come up with, you want to tell them what you're trying to accomplish. Probably don't say the word investor. Right now, this just kind of puts a sour taste in a lot of agents' mouth, just because there's a whole bunch of wholesalers out there basically calling themselves investors. And a lot of these people just don't know what they're doing and they waste the agent's time. And it's really unfortunate for these agents. So they associate that with the word investor. So instead, I like to tell them what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm looking for my next flip, looking for my next rental, Airbnb, whatever you're personally looking for. Tell them what you're trying to accomplish. Hey, I'm looking for fixers, looking for my next property. Hoping you can help me. I'm doing deals in this area. You don't have anything like that would fit that bill right now, do you? Or you and your team? You and your team doesn't have anything that I could take a look at right now, do you? That's all you really have to say. They might say, "Yeah, check out this," or they might say, "No." Okay, and then pivot to, "Okay, awesome. Do you guys ever get distressed stuff? Do you ever deal with stuff like that?" And then try to just set it up for, "Hey, the next time you do that, I'm ready. I want to do business with you." So, and then so that's basically what you say. That's kind of your opening line and stuff like that. What you want to talk about. The key here to building this relationship is you want to provide them value. So it's kind of like reciprocity, right? You give them something, they want to give you something in return. It's just human nature. So you want to give them value. And ways you can do that is, you can be a solution to difficult listings. Like, I don't know, maybe a ton about probate or stuff like super hairy stuff like that can get super difficult. Probate, divorce, you can be kind of the thing in their pocket for um, whatever it might be, properties that fire damage, or properties that literally just they can't list on the MLS. They're just so horrendous or terrible. So you want to be their solution in their back pocket for stuff like that, hoarder houses. Uh, Other ways that you can, be a solution here is I like to tell them, "Hey, I can give your client multiple offers because I can. Because one, I got, the cash offer. I can also partner with the seller to fix it up, and then we can sell it together, like some sort of novation. I can do a creative finance thing, subject to seller finance, hybrid, that sort of thing to get them more money." So getting them, their client, multiple offers, right away without ever even having to list it, that is valuable to them too. So like I said, I offered to partner with their sellers to get them more money. You can maybe be valuable, be like, hey, like literally any one of your listings you want an offer on, just let me know. You'll get an offer. Even if it's not the offer that your seller wants to accept, it might help them kind of reset their seller's expectations about what is a realistic price. And even if they don't take that offer, it might help that agent sell the property, with another offer. So that can be valuable to them as well. You can provide other resources. Maybe you're an investor, so hopefully you have, other contractors, people you can connect them with that might be useful to them. Um, and then you definitely want to incentivize them that if we work together, you're going to get more money. So when we do cash deals, especially, you want to offer to have them represent you on both sides. So they get the buyer side and the seller side of the commission. They are able to basically get paid twice. So that's definitely going to be a motivator for them to bring the deal to you. And if you're going to flip it, you could even throw in there, hey, you can list it too on the back end if we flip it. So incentivizing them with more money is going to be huge as well, because that's obviously we're humans. We want more money, and that's effective, and that's totally cool. And then adding them to the drip campaign. So what does that drip campaign actually look like? So here is the basic drip campaign. I like to do it every 3 weeks or so. After that first one, I like to do it just 7 days, just to kind of stay fresh in their mind. Hey, I'm glad we are able to connect the other day. Can't wait to work together, David, or whatever. And then the next one, hey, David, it's Alex. Do you have any clients open to partnering up to fix their properties? It's something I'm willing to do. And I can just kind of scroll through here slowly, and you can just check out these text messages. They don't have to be really anything fancy. And honestly, a lot of these I'm looking at now, they could definitely be shortened. Something to keep in mind is the words you can't say. So you definitely don't want to say, hey, David, let me know if any of your sellers want a cash offer on their house. Don't say stuff like that. It's going to get flagged. It's going to mark your numbers as spam. It's not going to get delivered, and it's only going to cause you problems. So definitely make sure you're not using those like promotional words, cash offer, fast, buy your house now, like stuff like that. Don't say anything like that. I like to personally use a lot of like these little right now day of week in parentheses or in contact first name, because that, since you're sending out so many text messages, if you use something like this, every text message you send is going to be different. So it's going to reduce the likelihood of you getting marked spam or flagged because you're sending out 1,000 of the literal exact same text message. Like that's gonna raise some red flags. So when you add stuff like this, like contact first name or right now day of week, stuff like that, it's going to change the text messages every single time it gets sent. Continue to scroll down here, but don't this, you could literally copy this if you wanted to, but it's really not that complicated. You could just basically, if you wanted to, hey Dave, you got any fixtures in the pipeline? You could send that literally every 3 weeks for the next 5 years, and it would be effective. So really don't overthink this text message. It's not really about what the text message says. It's more about staying front of mind, keeping this relationship alive with this agent. Yeah, the text messages usually rule of thumb, shorter the better. Um, like I said, change up the text messages. Don't say promotional words. In whatever you want to do, right? So if you're just looking for fixers, that's great. If you're also do creative finance stuff like I do, you can throw that in there. It's really up to you. Like I said, it's the actual text messages don't matter as much as that they get sent and that your name pops up on their phone. Okay. So now you've got all these agents, you're calling them Saturday, Sunday, it's getting blasted out, you're building up this database. What happens next, right? You're going to have these agents texting you these deals. It's going to be awesome. The problem is that most agents have no idea how investors make money. They're going to send you like full retail deals and all this stuff like that. So something that's easy to do is like I have like a copy and paste or like a template saying just kind of explaining like, hey, I super appreciate you thinking of me and sending me this one. This one does not really fit what I'm looking for, and you can give them a quick criteria of what you are looking for. So that's going to be one thing. They're going to text you deals. You just underwrite them, and then you can hop on the phone, tell them, hey, where you need to be, what needs to happen next, and essentially you can start doing deals like that. So this has been super effective for me, and hopefully somebody else can kind of copy and paste the same system into their own life or their own business, and they're able to do some deals there. So definitely let me know what problems you guys run into here. I'd be more than happy to help share if I've already run into the same problem or what you took away from this video. And let me know what you want to see in the next one. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one.